Hello YouTube, CJ Wrestling here again, and today I am basically going to talk about the fans. Speaking of the fans, or the actual fans. The difference between the two is the fans are like the people who just follow along with what everybody else says, who's like the wrestler because he's big, he's the person to watch. I'll look at it from their view, which was my old view. Then I'm going to look at my current view, which is from the actual fans, who will appreciate what a wrestler does and just give them props whether they like the wrestler or not. I'll give a few examples, such as John Cena haters. Honestly, I am not a big fan of John Cena, but I will say he has carried WWE for half of his time in WWE, which is actually really good, because they have somebody they can always fall back on. I've been talking to my friend, the Nemesis, on the wrestling game. I'll put a link right there for that site if you're into any role-playing games. But he's Nemesis. He controls all the rumors that get put on and all the articles, which you can see if you join up or if you already know of the site. But me and him talk a lot, and we've talked about like great matches and then the fans. He and I both share the same opinions, which are we are not fans of John Cena, but we do believe that it's good that WWE has a fallback guy. I don't exactly like seeing John Cena in the title picture. I don't really like it whenever he's a champion, but I don't complain, because at least there's a champion that'll be watched. It's for the kids. If he can sit there and sell out shows and have kids jumping up and down, screaming his name, and be selling merchandise, he's good for the company. And but anyway, but by the way, guys, sorry if it sounds all grainy. It's just my mic right here. So the fans are the ones who will hate John Cena because he has the 5 moves of doom, which are the 2 shoulder blocks, the spin out powerbomb, 5 knuckle shuffle, and FU or STFU. But name me another wrestler who doesn't. I mean, hell, Shawn Michaels, one of the greatest wrestlers ever. He has his moves. He has the flying elbow, the flying forearm smash and nip up, sorry. Then he goes into an atomic drop, punch, body slam, goes to the top rope, elbow drop, then super kick. Those are his moves. There's 7 there. 7. Thank you. Triple H has the knee smash and then flying knee thing to the face. Then he does the double A spine buster and pedigree. Randy Orton. He starts out. He does the snap power slam. Goes to the give me a second, I'm trying to think of it. Goes to the stomping all around the body parts. Then he does his stalking and RKOs, or punts. Punts normally after RKO, I know. But there's just a few examples. I mean, it's not like, okay, everybody doesn't have that set. All the big guys have the set of moves they do. Hell, even Santino, who's not a really big guy. I was actually surprised he was in the final 2 of the 2011 Royal Rumble, which was won by Alberto Del Rio. Great wrestler, by the way. He's gotten up there. But, Santino, you'll see him go through his stuff, and then he'll do the hip toss, and he'll get all fired up and do the Cobra. I mean, funny move, but really, just whatever. Anyway, but now, the actual fans, which is what I am. I'm an actual fan. I've been watching wrestling since I was 3. I can tell you that. The actual fans respect each and every wrestler, respect what they do and why they do it. They're there for the fans, which are us. They're not there just because they want money. Sure, are they making money? Yes. Is it a good way? Do they enjoy what they do? Yes. Do they want to put on a good show for us? Yes. It's that simple. I have liked Edge whenever he was heel. I've liked him since about 2000. Actually, since about around WrestleMania 24. I started liking Randy Orton back then too. And I just started realizing, you know what? I respect what they do, not their character or anything. Plus character. Character is one of the hardest things to get down. It's not really all that easy. First you gotta develop it, you gotta get the promos right, and everything. It's just really hard. I know this, pretty much. But the fans really annoy me, and people that also can't get over past events in wrestling. In fact, I'm an article wrestler for the wrestling game. I'm an article writer for the wrestling game, which I will again post a link right here and in the description. I write articles, and there's this guy. I'm not sure if he writes articles anymore. I think Nem fired him, but his name was the Bouncer, and in every single article he wrote, he would mention something about Randy Orton, and in parentheses afterward, he'd say who got Kennedy fired, because he's a big Mr. Anderson fan, Ken Anderson, thank you, sorry, but big fan of him, and he's just like really pissed off at Orton. He's like a complete and total wrestling idiot. I have read a lot on that subject. I might talk about it a little later in a different video, but it's just like, it's so annoying that people can't get over past things. I mean, seriously. I used to be like that. I'm not anymore. But, in fact, I took a shot at Bouncer in some of my articles. I've said, I mentioned Randy Orton, then in parentheses I said, who may have been a cause of getting Kennedy fired, but I don't care because I still support both of them, and I wish the best for what they do. He's getting all pissed off, and yet Ken Anderson's currently the TNA champion. I mean, come on. You fucking idiot. He needs to grow up. Readjust the camera. But But yeah, I mean, it's just so annoying. And I understand the little kids. They like John Cena because he's strong. He's the big guy. He's Superman to them. He's the wrestling Superman. Randy Orton, not so much. Randy Orton has been on a dark side back and forth. While John Cena, most kids don't even remember his rapper gimmick, which I love, by the way. I love the rapper gimmick. I love rapper Cena. And they look at his current gimmick, which is the fighter for the fans. Never say never. Not Justin Bieber related at all, by the way. Speaking of Justin Bieber, I might talk about it. Never mind. Okay. The never say never attitude. The put your money where your mouth is attitude. And just all of this. But I'm getting to babbling. I've made my point very clear. I hate people who just jump on bandwagons and just say, oh, this person sucks because of this, because they're stupid. They know nothing about wrestling. I, for one, wrestle. Actually, I wrestle on the trampoline with my cousin all the time. We know how hard they work because we can put on a good 30-minute match and be tired as fuck after we're done. But all I'm saying is, guys, don't hate wrestlers just because of something. If you want to hate wrestlers for who they are outside the ring and respect what they do inside the ring. That's how I've chose to respect everybody, and that's actually how I have chose to remember Mr. Chris Benoit. We all know what happened between all that, and me, myself, I have chose to remember the legacy he left in the ring, and put what he did those final few days alive past. Anyway, I'm going to close this video, say thank you for watching, click the like button down there, find the link to the wrestling game. Subscribe, that should be right up there. Watch my other videos, which are up there too, and have a good day.